Ready. Do it.
All right, here he is, one of the best featherweights in the world, Ilia Topuria, ready to go for round one. He has been a methodical fighter every step of the way in the UFC. He talked to us about establishing his jab early, the opportunistic with my takedown attempts. Double leg.
Well, I hope you brought your hip escapes. Early action here and a beautiful takedown by the BJJ practitioner. Now we'll see what he can do with it.
He did a great job of closing the distance, using his hands and his pressure to overwhelm this more well-rounded fighter. And at times, John, you can be so aware of what a guy's good at that it puts you on, it makes you a bit hesitant.
Yeah.
And I believe that hesitancy allowed for him to get taken down.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangle.
Clinch working. Volkanovski's shot there is blocked. Well, Alexander Volkanovski has never lost a pro fight at 145 pounds, and if his boxing is any indication, that is a record that is probably going to hold up after tonight.
I mean, Volkanovski follows the game plan to a T. Whatever you set out in front of him, he is going to do, and he's going to do it at the highest level. We saw that fight against Max Holloway when he became the UFC featherweight champion.
Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation that
that punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here. Both fighters throwing heat now.
Beautiful level change.
Watch for him to set up that hook again now. Strong defense there to block the shot. Nice instincts. Right on the button. Oh, nice job by him there to slip that off him. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Making on saved by the bell. There is the final horn. He was getting grounded. He was getting pounded just at the end of the round. So you see, he's taking some of this time here to get back to it. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with it.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two here. And he blocked the punch there. Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking move.
I mean, it's stringing them together so effectively. Never throwing the same attack more than once. What a job to recognize all the openings in his opponent's defenses.
Going to the body now with that hook shot. Nicely done by Volkanovski. Oh, he scored with that uppercut. All right, so a nice connection there with the 1-2 for Alexander Volkanovski, the former rugby league standout. It's amazing to think not all that long ago this was a man who weighed 214
I mean, that is massive. 214 pounds, fighting at featherweight now. Could you imagine the distance that he had to show in order to get to this weight class and do it pretty comfortably? He's not tall.
He's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position.
That knee give himself the right distance to land these beautiful knees.
And that underhook helping him control that side of his opponent. Nicely done. Look at the torso on the right side. Major bruising, and it's only getting worse. Oh, that's a good knee to the body there by Volkanovski. Big knee there. And again, dealing with that cut around his eye. Got to be careful.
He's got to shore up the defense, because if he keeps getting hit there, it's only going to continue to get worse.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive than we saw in round 1, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. Oh, good knee. Now we're going.
15 seconds.
Oh, the kick landed. Switch knee lands to the body.
Volkanovski's cut is only getting worse, making a nice donation to the canvas tonight. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool, because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here. Heading back to the corner now. Volkanovski's corner showing a little bit of concern here, DC. The cut around his eye really starting to swell.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times when it came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Oh, Volkanovski's hook shot there looked pretty good, but blocked by the defense. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse. He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to drive and move his opponent to find openings to land that free hand.
Man, the body work continues to be a factor here. Look at the size of that bruise on his body. Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Topuria gets caught by that straight hand. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
Oh, he is black and blue all over, maybe even dealing with a fractured rib, but the body strikes have been the narrative in this one, and it feels like we're getting close to a stop.
We're getting very close. I mean, I can't imagine he'd be able to take many more. We may be one body shot away from this guy just not being able to stand. Felt this on full display, but he got beat by a better fighter tonight.
All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents any damage.
Shades of James Toney. Always seeing things coming at him. He's such a great defensive fighter.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other.
Yeah, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight, but we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
Well, if you like blood, maybe this is the fight for you, but that cut just continues to get targeted by his opponent.
He's a bloody mess, Jay. He's been beat up. The guy has been targeting the eye, and now the cut is at a stage that I don't know if he's going to be able to be in there much longer.
Topuria's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Good exchange there inside.
And look at the post on the opposite side. himself the correct space to land.
Oh, what a head kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Volkanovski's an absolute mess right now. There is blood everywhere. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them call.
Another one! Go get him.
Oh, another ground strike gets through. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the end of the round, and hopefully not the end of the fight. He doesn't look as handsome as he did when he walked out. That is a severe gash on his face.
Don't be stupid. You ready? You ready? Let's do
All
it.
right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship
The
rounds.
4th round is easily the hardest round.
He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad. Oh! Oh!
Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish it.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now he's tasked with trying to find that shot again.
Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds. Immediately gets the underhook. And now some separation. Well, this is getting hard to watch, and sometimes you hear us say a fighter is too tough for their own good. Anybody want to save this athlete right now?
Yeah, this is a classic case of that, where a guy is just too tough. He's not going to win this fight. He may as well throw in the towel. I mean, this corner can stop it, the referee can stop it, the doctor can stop it. Somebody needs to do something because this fight is over.
Oh, he catches the leg there and then works it into a takedown. High-level mixed martial arts there.
Huge knee land.
Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the...
Oh, right under the elbow, right on the body.
It was perfect. It was a perfectly placed shot, and you see the opponent reacting violently from that punch.
Oh, he is stunned, trying to recover here. Oh, man, another strike gets through. This could be over soon.
Oh, he hurt him again, bro.
Oh, I think he's still compromised. We'll see if he can recover here. He's in a world of trouble.
Wow. Cannot take too many of those.
Back to the feet.
He has to evade, stay in space.
Volkanovski's kick looked like it might have been a good one, but it gets blocked. Wow! Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying.
That'll do it!
Oh, my goodness.
With a huge TKO victory.
Oh, man.
So what a moment in this man's career. A huge finish in front of a capacity crowd. After party's gonna be on fire. How about it?
I mean, I'm just sitting here stunned because to watch a young athlete have a performance like this was really amazing. The finishing instincts, his ability.